Hey, welcome to the WP Life, where we rant about life in WordPress. Today I wanted to talk about motivation, or lack thereof. This past week or so, I've been having a little bit of a struggle motivating myself to get the work done that I either set myself out to do or that I actually sometimes even need to do. I find myself watching YouTube videos or maybe one last Netflix episode, and just the motivation isn't there. For me, motivation comes from kind of a few different ways. I get excited when I know something's exciting to work on. So if it's a cool Angular project that I get to work on, or there's just some cool functionality that I get to work on, I'm super excited. Obviously, financial gains are always a motivational factor. If I know that, hey, if I get this done, I get X amount of dollars extra, then boom, obviously some motivation there. And then lack of outside distraction. I know this is not really a motivational thing, but I find myself more motivated to work when I know that I can actually work distraction free for a little bit of time. Today I've actually had a very productive day, and I just wanted to share a few tips on how I have been productive. Today I turned off the outside world. I went to work, I put on my headphones, and I found some music that fit my mood. So finding music that can fit my mood usually takes a few minutes. I'm not sure if I'm going to be in the mood for some techno, some 80s, or even some hardcore death metal. But whatever I'm in the mood for, I listen to it, and as soon as it comes on, I just know, hey, I'm going to code to this. I turn off all future distractions as well. I find it really hard to work when I know that in an hour I'm going to have to stop for whatever reason. So I tend to look at my calendar and I try to plan out my next 5 hours or 4 hours, whatever incremental period of time greater than 1 hour for the most part, and make sure that everything is going to be turned off and no one's going to bug me for that amount of time. Because as soon as I know, hey, in an hour I got to go do something, or I got to watch something, or I got to, something is going to come up, it's really hard for me to get into the mood. Um, I've been rewarding myself. So instead of watching all the YouTube videos and just one by one and not getting any work done, I find myself more motivated to keep on working when I say, hey, I have to get something done, and then I can watch a YouTube video. For example, today I was working on some REST API endpoints, and I said, hey, if I finish this API route and endpoint, I'll get 10 minutes to watch YouTube, and I'll pick out one YouTube video I get to watch for 10 minutes or whatever. It's actually kind of a I wouldn't say double-edged sword. It's kind of, it works really well because sometimes I'm just in the thick of it, and by the time I'm motivated, I just want to keep on working. And so I don't even take my little breaks. I just keep on going to the next thing and the next thing. And then, yeah, maybe I'll take a 20-minute break after two or three chunks, but it kind of all averages out. And lastly, sometimes, maybe not today, but sometimes it just takes me kicking my own rear end, basically kicking myself in the butt and saying, Roy, you got to get this done. You got to get it done now, so go do it. Maybe I just work better under pressure. I find myself sometimes even working my code even being a little bit better if I know that there's kind of a tight deadline or I'm under a little bit more pressure. My time management skills are good, but they're not great. So I don't know. Maybe it's just how I work. So a question to you guys: how do you guys motivate yourself? How do you guys come out of a motivational slump? And how do you guys keep on kind of trudging on when you feel like you're not motivated to get any work done? As always, WP crowd, check us out. Episodes more or less every week. And hopefully I'll see you guys next week on the next episode of the WP Life.